The US dollar still in an awful range here. Cap to the upside at 100, cap to the downside 99.50. Inflation expectations obviously is a big thing tomorrow. Where inflation's heading in the United States, we've got US CPI due out on Wednesday. And as I said to you guys before, the key is the core, which strips out the volatility of food and energy. If oil prices are rising again, there's obviously a risk that inflation rises. Okay, but markets want to see, are really interested to see what is the inflation data saying, stripping out the volatility of oil. Okay. And that will be seen via the core numbers. If these core numbers decline, that's going to be negative for dollar because the probability of rate hikes will go down further. It's an excuse for the FMC not to hike rates. You can see obviously the volatility around September has creeped up again. We're back above 50%, after yesterday dropping down to 44%. So that's the key. Tomorrow, the big breakout comes, okay? It comes for the dollar, where it be to the upside, to the downside. I would lean towards that inflation fears do subside a little bit. There are some signs of inflation cooling, but oil prices, if you look here, are back on the rise again, jumping up because the Strait of Hormuz is still all this uncertainty. The Strait of Hormuz is still not the activity there. If the activity is not there, prices are going to freaking rise because there's a lack of supply. It's a no-brainer, right? We would have been falling here on hopes of a peace deal and freaking paper barrels. There weren't any freaking barrels going out. So the macro still suggests that oil heads to the upside until they've got this clarity with the Strait of Hormuz. And there's flow. The flow picks up. So there's still inflation concerns. And you can see that anyway with, look at yields. Yields are jumping up again. So yeah, anyway, guys, all this knowledge in my head, all this plan of action, if you want to capitalize, if you want to be in a position to capitalize and trade macros with the technicals, there's a variety of links below. Go and check them out. Go and check them out. Catch you next update, baby.